For your viewing pleasure, this broadcast of the Municipal Council meeting of Alpena is made possible by the funding provided by the City of Alpena. Thank you for your generosity.
Good evening. Welcome to the Alpena City Council meeting of October 3rd, 2016. Call the order, please.
Johnson?
Here.
Nielsen?
Here.
Noah?
Here.
Sexton?
Here.
Walagora?
Here. Please rise for the pledge. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay. Any modifications to the agenda this evening? Approval of the minutes for regular session of September 19th, 2016, and closed session of September 19th, 2016. Any issues, changes, corrections? Citizens appearing before council on agenda and non-agenda items are allowed 5 minutes to address your concerns. If you'd like to do so, please come to the podium and state your name and address for our records. This is the only time during the council meeting that citizens will be allowed to address.
Don Gilman, 220 Scrable Street. This is just to settle a bet between me and Shulwitz. He bet that I couldn't come up here and say something that he wouldn't want to write about, and I actually thought of something. About 2 months ago, Phil Heimerl came in my office. He was out yard sailing.
Are you trying to drag this meeting?
I guess. And he wanted to know if we'd be interested in a free flag. So Phil saved the city $40-50 for the 5x8 flag, the bigger ones we started flying here, by graciously donating one to the city. I just wanted to bring that to your attention.
Well, thank you, Phil. Thank you, Phil.
Well, at least they win.
Anyone else? All right, thank you. Thanks, Don. Consent agenda this evening. A, bills to be allowed in the amount of $411,739.07. B, 2 mayoral reappointments to the Compensation Committee for a 4-year term expiring October 1, 2020. Joanne Gallagher and J. Hammond. C is 2 council reappointments to the Zoning Board of Appeals for a 3-year term expiring October 1st, 2019, are Mike Polluch and Wayne Lewis. D is 2 council reappointments to the Rental Housing Committee for a 2-year term expiring October 1, 2018, is Paul Sabourin and Mike Kearly.
I move we adopt the consent agenda as presented.
Second.
Nielsen?
Yes.
Noah?
Yes.
Sexton?
Yep.
Walagora?
Aye.
Johnson?
Yes.
Thank you. Announcements, there are 3. The first one is announcement of the Intergovernmental Council meeting on October 6, 2015 at 7 p.m. at the Alpena Community College Center Building 106, for anyone that's interested in that. Anyone have anything else on that? B is the last day to register to vote for upcoming election, October 11th, 2016.
I just wanted to remind everybody again about October 11th. You can register at the county, the city, or the Secretary of State. So please make sure you register to vote for the November election. If you're not sure, call us, call the clerk's office, or go online and take a look at our website.
Thank you, Karen. And B is up your alley as well. Ballots are available for absentee voting for the November 8th, 2016 election.
Yes. Anybody that's 60 years or older that's going to be out of town the whole day of the election, if you're disabled, if you're not in jail but waiting for arraignment or anything like that, you can come in and vote an A.B. ballot, and you can come into City Hall. It's pretty basic. And it's for especially for people that don't want to wait in line. You don't have to wait in line with us. So just come into City Hall and vote if you do have those requirements. Also, our website for the state is great. If you want to see if you're registered to vote, if you want to look up ballots, proposals, anything like that, and it's at www.mi.gov/vote. So you can get a lot of information online. It also tells you how to vote. If you got some young kids in your house that they're not sure what it's going to be like at the polls, you can go onto that website. They have all kinds of information.
Thank you, Karen. I have 2 proclamations this evening. First one is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. A proclamation declaring October as Domestic Violence Awareness Month, whereas domestic violence is a serious crime that affects people of all races, ages, gender, and income levels, and whereas domestic violence is widespread and affects over 4 million Americans each year, and whereas 1 in 3 Americans have witnessed an incident of domestic violence, and whereas children that grow up in violent homes are believed to be abused and neglected at a rate higher than the national average, and whereas domestic violence costs the nation billions of dollars annually in medical expenses, police and court costs, shelters, foster care, sick leave, absenteeism, and non-productivity, and whereas only a coordinated community effort will put a stop to this heinous crime, and whereas Domestic Violence Awareness Month provides an excellent opportunity for citizens to learn more about preventing domestic violence and to show support for the numerous organizations and individuals who provide critical advocacy services and assistance to victims. Now therefore, I, Matthew J. Walagora, by the authority vested in me as the mayor of the city of Alpena, do hereby proclaim October 2016 as Domestic Violence Awareness Month in Alpena, and urge all citizens to work together to eliminate domestic violence from our community. Further, I reaffirm the commitment of the city of Alpena to reducing violence in our homes as well as on our streets. I urge all citizens to participate in the activities planned by domestic violence agencies, programs, and community organizations during this month. Citizens should take this opportunity to educate themselves about the impact of domestic violence in Michigan and to become familiar with resources and programs available. This month, let us remember the victims of domestic violence, celebrate the survivors, and work together to eliminate violence in our community. And I have 3 advocates this evening: Andrea Lanier, Georgia Kolakithis, and Regina Franklin.
Anything that you'd like to speak on? That'd be fine. No, that's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
We have, at all the libraries in our 5 counties, Domestic Violence Awareness Month posters where you can get our brochures and learn a little bit more information about what we do at Performance. We're also holding a candlelight vigil for survivors of domestic violence as well as individuals who have lost to domestic violence. That will happen October 6th at 6:30 in Prestonville.
Okay, the next proclamation, designation of Indigenous Peoples Day. Whereas the city of Alpena and Saginaw Chippewa Tribe are primary sponsors of the Lake Huron Discovery Tour that has fostered regional collaborative partnerships for cross-promotion of the arts, natural and cultural history, and humanities of our region. And whereas the city of Alpena wishes to extend its appreciation to the Saginaw Chippewa Tribe for its contributions and involvement in the Lake Huron Discovery Tour and other events and activities along the Lake Huron shoreline. And whereas the city of Alpena wishes to recognize and honor the long-standing history and contributions of the Saginaw Chippewa Indian Tribe and other indigenous peoples of Michigan to the region of Northeast Michigan and beyond. Whereas the city of Alpena appreciates and embraces the value of multicultural awareness and preservation of indigenous culture in our region and throughout the state. And whereas the City of Alpena desires to develop a strong and productive relationship with all Indigenous peoples, including the Saginaw Chippewa tribe, based on mutual respect and trust. And whereas the idea of Indigenous Peoples Day was first proposed in 1977 by a delegation of Native nations to the United Nations, and whereas Indigenous Peoples Day is an opportunity to educate the public about ancient Indian cultures and continue to contribute and shape present-day America. And whereas the Community Foundation of Northeast Michigan, Michigan Arts and Culture, Northeast Art Town, and other regional partners, including the City of Alpena and Saginaw Chippewa Tribe, have been awarded a 2016 Heritage Grant from the Michigan Humanities Council, an affiliate of the National Endowment for the Humanities, for Lake Huron Discovery Tour, explore our Native American history to foster great awareness of our rich Native American heritage, which will culminate on Indigenous Peoples Day. Now therefore, I, Matthew J. Wallagora, by the authority vested in me as the mayor of the City of Alpena, do hereby proclaim October 10th, 2016 in Alpena as Indigenous Peoples Day. Further, the City of Alpena supports that Indigenous Peoples Day is used to reflect upon the heritage of Indigenous people in our region and to celebrate the many valuable contributions the Saginaw Chippewa tribe and other Indigenous peoples add to our communities. And further, that the City of Alpena recognizes the value of working collaboratively with all Indigenous people of our region, including the Saginaw Chippewa tribe, and looks forward to working together on projects of mutual interest in our community. And I have Tim reminded his yes this evening as well.
You can do it.
That's all our agenda holds.
I move we adjourn.
Second.
You are watching All About Alpena.